Memphis Grizzlies all-star guard Ja Morant is taking some time away from the team, this following an Instagram live video surfacing early Saturday morning in which Morant appeared to be flashing a gun while at a strip club. How this will affect Morant and the Grizzlies has been the talk of the NBA this weekend. So let's talk about it with TrueHoop NBA writer Jarod. Hector, Gerard, how's it going?
I'm good, Dex. Wish I was here under better circumstances, but, it's what it is.
Yeah, but we've got to talk about it. Everybody's been talking about it around the league. So, Gerard, before we get to how this affects the league as a whole, there's been other off-court alleged behavior with Morant that came to light in a Washington Post article last week. So when you look at that and the IG Live video, how concerned are you about Ja Morant?
I'm very concerned, Dexter. It's multi-pronged. Like, first, anytime guns are involved, that gives me a sense of pause. The United States has over 45,000 gun-related deaths a year. By far number one by all developed countries. And it's a problem. Like, guns kill people. We know this. And for me, these last four incidents, 3 of the 4, there was mention of possibly a gun being present, and there was allegedly a gun being waved in that IG Live video. Those are all problematic and concerning things for me, for a young man who has so much in front of him to look at. The other piece of this, Dexter, is that I understand the challenge. Well, I don't understand. I've never gone through it, but I can empathize with what he's going through. In that, you're 23 years old, you're now suddenly a multimillionaire, going to be richer, potential face of the NBA, face of one of the up-and-coming franchises. You are now, as the number one income earner in your group of family and friends, you're the de facto leader. And that's a lot to put on a young man at 23 years old who, may not be ready for all of these things and what that all entails. And it's a lot to handle. And I just think that, this is a crossroads for him, right? This really is a fork in the road moment. And if he does the right things from here on out going forward, I think he'll be good. But when I say I'm serious about if he continues down this path, we know how this ends, Dexter. Not well.
Not well at all, indeed, and this is why we wanted to talk to him first about as a person and how this can affect him personally. Now, on Saturday, the league said, the NBA that is, that they're investigating the social media posts, and the Grizzlies, they said that Morant will be away from the team for at least the next 2 games, Jarod. And when you look at the CBA language, it states that NBA players are not allowed to be in possession of firearms when traveling on any NBA-related business. So Morant could face discipline from the league here. If so, what kind of punishment do you think we could see Adam Silver hand down?
I mean, the thing is, he definitely was traveling on NBA business, right? Because Friday night they were in Denver playing the Nuggets, and they're in LA to play the Clippers tonight. So they were on the road and on NBA business. So the NBA could suspend him. And honestly, I think Adam should definitely do so. The team definitely did their thing with their 2-game. He's going to be away. CBA language, can't say suspended. But Adam, I believe, will hand down some kind of punishment, and he should. Like, Ja needs to face some public sort of embarrassment and shame around this, and he has to be made to feel like, okay, this is serious. This is not just me out here playing around or playing. There are serious consequences, and I think the league should definitely 100% do that. The other thing to note here, Dexter, is that the league and teams, they have such high level security. Like, this isn't the first time they're looking into this. They've been known what's going on. What's now causing it to push itself even further is that it was on his own IG Live. And now they're like, all right, man, we really have to do something about this.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see what the NBA does about this, and if there is a severe punishment coming down, we'll keep our eyes peeled to that. Now, undoubtedly, there should be concern for Morant as a person, as we said earlier, but what's your level of concern for the Grizzlies and this team who now be without their best player, and they're trying to hold on to the second spot in the West? So what's your level of concern for the Memphis Grizzlies?
I mean, I'm concerned, right? Not only did not have Morant now for these 2 games, Brandon Clark suffered that Achilles injury in that aforementioned Denver Nuggets game. Steven Adams is still out. So yeah, they're a thin squad, and now without ostensibly their best player, this is problematic for them. But this was a team last year that performed well when Ja Morant didn't play. Like, I'm not saying they're better or anything like that, but I think this time away from with Ja from the team, and if the team starts to coalesce and play well and they kind of rally behind one another, it might be another sort of learning point and lesson for him. Like, look, this team is still playing well. I'm not here. There are some things I need to start thinking about in my life because I want to be a part of what this team has going on. But I am concerned. The Kings are playing well. They're an excellent offensive team. The Grizzlies are not that far out in front of them, and they can get on a run. And, of course, the Phoenix Suns just added an addition, which could make them really difficult to beat. So, yeah, there's concerning times in Memphis for sure.
We will see what happens with Memphis. Also want to add that Ja Morant did apologize for his actions in his statement and said he needed to work better on himself and his mental health, and we hope that he is able to do that as we move forward in what is a very situation surrounding Morant, the Grizzlies, and the NBA. That is Jarod Hector, NBA writer from TrueHoop, with a great insight on this situation. Gerard, always good to talk to you. Love the cable knit sweater. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.
All right.